What's going on is me again, Ja, and or Ja the God, whichever one you prefer to call me. And I'm back with another video today. And the topic for today's video is step out in faith. When you step out in faith, that means you trust in everything that you believe in. You trust that God is going to carry you through any trial or tribulation that you want to go through. Not even trial and tribulation, but like anything that you deem necessary to be fun or to be like that you want to be possible. Like when you feel that need, that urge, that simple, that thing inside you that's like, jump, go do it. Take that risk, take that action, get this done, let that happen, or quit that job, move here, go XYZ. It's so it's a great feeling because it's you taking that action that you feel inside, that you imagined in your head, that you was like, I want to do this one day, and now it's my chance to do it. Oh, and I forgot, the verse is based around is Matthew 14:28, I believe, and it's when Peter stepped out onto the water to go talk to Jesus. And Jesus told him to come out onto the water, and he came. And so when you step out on faith, that's you believing in the Lord. That's you believing in yourself in that moment. That's you trusting your faith to push you forward, to keep you going, to keep you and comfort you in that moment of you making a big decision. When you step out on faith, is you taking action. Is you making that action to show yourself, hey, I can do this. Hey, I got more in me than just meets the eye. I'm able to push myself through and past the limitations of whatever man says or whatever anybody else say. Like, for me, I stepped out on faith plenty of times. Like, I could say, like, I was like, what, 18-ish, 18, 17, and I was tired of being home. I was like, man, I was just like, I can't do this no more, like, because I didn't want to. So I packed up my bags and I found someone else that I used to know a long time ago. It was like they were like family members, but I'm not going to expose their name. And I just dipped. I didn't know how it was going to go. That was my first time leaving the house because I was like, bro, I can't do this no more. I can't. I was just ready to, I mentally checked out, and I was just like, bro, it is what it is. I'm going to just go ahead, pack up my stuff and dip. And that's all I did. Did I know where I was going to go? No. I mean, did I know how it was going to go? I did. I actually did. That's where the faith comes in at. It's like you taking that chance, that leap, because you like, it may turn out good or it may turn out bad, but either way, I know that I did it for the sake of myself and because I wanted to do it. When Peter stepped out on that water, he just came because Jesus said, do it. And he did it. He stepped out on faith. And it only stopped when he started thinking about it, when he had fear, when he was like, when he said what he said, and he fell in the water and asked God to save him. He asked Jesus to save him. That's all it is. You taking that chance and you like, okay, I don't care. I trust myself and I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it for me, whether it turns out good or bad, whether it's whatever happens. I'm ready to take that chance because I trust in my faith to push me through any situation, and God is gonna guide me and be there with me. My angels are gonna be there with me. I'm not gonna be alone. Never ever listen to someone that says, oh, I don't think you should do that. Because if you have that gut feeling, that gut feeling, and it's like surging through all out your body, and you be thinking about it 24/7 all day, every day. Say it's a new job or a new hobby or a new idea, something that you do around your house or anything. When you feel that gut feeling and you want to jump out on faith, it could be something big or small. Do it. Trust that the Lord is with you because he is not going to stir you wrong. And if it's not for you, God gonna block the way. But trust that your faith will always guide you the right way. It's been plenty of times where my people would be like, oh, I don't think you should do that. And I would do it anyways. And I'll still come back and I'll be fine. Because why? I trusted. I ain't even, most of the time, back then, I just would do stuff and then I'll still come out okay. Nothing would happen because in the back of my mind, I didn't know God was with me. I didn't know God still had me. I always knew that like I was going to end up going home and nothing bad was going to happen. Certain times, the stuff beyond my reach will happen and I'll be like, okay, it is what it is. But I still made it home. I still made it back to, I'm still alive. I still made it back to where I'm at. Like, when you trust that your faith will push you and guide you and take you to different heights, it's a different feeling, because once you get comfortable in that, then God be like, he'll send you confirmations. He'll send you everything to be like, yeah, this is where you need to be. This is where I want you to be. Or this is cool. This is good. This is a good decision. Or he'll send you something like, oh, you'll get that feeling, be like, nah, this ain't the best decision for me. But 9 times out of 10, it's the best decision for you. God will always be there for you. God will always guide you through. God will take you to that next spot or that next opportunity or whatever you want. Say you not getting paid at a job as much, and you want to be that person that's take a step out and say, hey, excuse me. You want to be that person that's take a step out and say, hey, I think we need to get paid more. And you don't know what they're going to say. They could say yes or no. And they say yeah that day, or they promote you and give you a higher position. But it's all inside. It's all in your faith. It's all in the actions that you take. It's all in you believing in yourself in that moment that you feel that's like, it could be in the middle of the night and you just laying there. You be like, bro, I just want to leave. And then you leave. You take that leap of faith and you go. You dip. You don't tell nobody nothing. They be guessing and they be like, where you go? Where you go? Where you go? And now you in a different state. You in a different country. You somewhere else. And they got to call you to find out where you at. Your faith will always take you to the right places at the right time. That's how I found out how God is more than what man calls it. More than what them, sorry to say, them other people, them Christians call it. God is more than just one thing. God is more than that. I had to learn that for myself, because I was like, man, I know God has more for me and I didn't know how to reach it. But I knew something. I know God has more for me. It was always in the back of my mind. I'm like, God has something for me. But I didn't know what it was. I'm like, bro, I got to figure it out. I got to grow. I got to figure out what I want to do and how I'm going to grow and be greater. And lo and behold, I ran into my bro and he taught me the whole shebang. And I was just like, cool. But that's the reason I stepped out on faith. I ain't even know. I was scared as hell though. I was scared. I was kind of nervous, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I got to do this for me. Because if I don't, my mental gonna be shot, and I ain't gonna know who God really is. I ain't gonna know, like, I'm gonna end up another statistic. Or that's just my thoughts. But I didn't want to be like something regular. I didn't want to be nothing that's of mediocrity or nothing like that. So I took that step out on faith, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And it ended up turning out well. I ended up being more disciplined. I ended up being honed on my spirit, and I ended up learning how to respond to everything that the righteous way. I learned how to be more emotionally intelligent. I learned how to speak to people, or if they're angry, just still speak to them through that. Like, it's so much more to it than just like, oh, is this a good decision or not? It is. It's always going to be a good decision for you. Trust that your spirit, trust your gut, trust that God going to get you through it, because he will take you through it, and he will always be with you. It was a time where I left again. I had left home, and I was supposed to be going back to the same person's house who I had left the first the first time, and I thought they had good intentions for me, but they didn't, because something ended up happening to them. And then I ended up stranded. And I was in the other state. I was in Atlanta, and I was homeless. I was sleeping on the side of a gas station, and I had my suitcases, and it was pouring down raining and cold, but I was still out there. I was just chilling, and this lady seen me, and she got me a hotel room. And after that, I was just like, bro, I know God is real. I know God is real, because I was out there for some days, and I was like, it was a whole story, but it was crazy. And she saw me, and she didn't have to do that, but God will take care of you. It don't matter what you go through, God will take care of you. And after that, I hit one of my family members, and I came back home, because I was just like, it is what it is. I learned my lesson from trusting in people, but I still took that step out on faith, and I was just like, cool. Even though God was like, I don't think you should do that, I was just like, at the moment, I was just trying to get away, but I still took that step, and God still took care of me. He will always take care of you. Don't ever doubt that He won't take care of you. And that's all it's going to be for today's video. I thank you guys for listening, and hopefully this did something to your spirit, and hopefully you take that step out on faith. Take that leap. Take that trust that you will be okay. Don't ever think that you won't be okay. It's not, whatever people tell you, be like, oh, how you going to do this? How you going to do that? And try to scare you, put fear in your heart. Don't listen to them, because they not right. They're not the God over your life. They don't know how your life is going to turn out. They don't know they don't know the outcome. Just because they didn't have God, or they didn't trust that He was going to be with them, and no. Just because they don't have faith doesn't mean you do. You don't. I'm sorry. But that's all it's going to be. I thank you guys for listening. I love y'all, and y'all have an amazing day.